How's it going, YouTube? Navy Sooner here today. Gonna do a review on this weird looking knife. It's Kershaw. Let's see here, it's got the Kershaw brand on it. This knife is called the Kershaw 3/4 ton. The number is 1446. The reason I think it's a weird knife is because I've seen a lot of Kershaws and I've never seen this one before. And it's got a brother that's smaller than it. That's called the Kershaw half ton. The 3/4 ton, it's called 3/4 ton because it's 2 3/4 inches. The blade is. The blade on its brother, the half ton, is 2.5 inches. I don't know what their idea of coming up with the same knife, but just a 1/4 inch shorter. It kind of a dumb idea to me. Maybe they should have done, like, I don't know, if they're going to do a half ton, make it bigger or smaller and make it like half the size. Or the 3/4 ton could have been 3 3/4 inches or whatever. Anyways, how I came about this knife right here. It's a weird, hold on, I'm trying to get my lighting changed over. No, it's not working. Anyways, how I came about this knife in my hands was at work. I sharpen a lot of people's knives, and the guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, I can't ever get my knives as sharp as yours. Can you take yours home, take it home and sharpen it for me?" I go, "Well, sure." Well, I was gonna bring it home and clean it up, but all I was able to do was sharpen it. But I don't know if you can tell on here on the blade, but there's like lines in it where he put it through a pull-through sharpener up here and kind of scratched it up. Anyways, this is still a pretty cool knife. I like it because it's very smooth. It's really weird because it's on Teflon washers, but it's still really freaking smooth for opening. So that's kind of cool. And I like how thick how wide the blade is here, and I got it pretty sharp, and it's cutting pretty good for 8CR 13 MOV. I mean, you can get worse steel, I guess, for $16 that they're selling these on Amazon for now. The handle is got, I think it looks like it's glass embedded nylon. I'm not quite sure, but I think it is. And then there's these little rubber handles for your fingers, your hand to grip into. Feels pretty good in the hand for being fairly short knife, but thick at the same time. Of course, it's a liner lock. Something that I like, that Nick Shabazz always talks about liking, is this captive pivot pin, which means only one side you have to worry about screwing out. The other side is captive, and that way you don't have to worry about getting two wrenches in there, I should say. Not wrenches, but whatever you need to undo the pivot pin. I couldn't get it apart because this little pin right here, this little screw, let's see if it'll focus. It doesn't look like it, but it's stripped out for some reason. Cheap materials, I guess. And this pocket clip, this is weird. It looks like a wrench. It's not functional at all. I'm sure maybe if you tried to unscrew something with that, you might be able to, as long as it's not very tight, but yeah, probably wouldn't be able to. The one thing I don't like about this blade are the thumb studs. I'm more of a flipper kind of guy when it comes to opening knives. I like those more, and I don't mind a good thumb stud. Like let's see here, this Ontario Rat number 1. It's got really cool. I mean, it's really good for thumb studs. But as you can see here on this thumb stud, it's kind of in the way of the blade from when you're slicing, so you get caught up on that. As the Ontario rat number 1, you could be able to slice right through. Well, this was only meant to be a really short review because I'm doing another video tonight, but I just thought it was a weird, different knife that I've never seen from Kershaw, and surprisingly, they're still available for sale. Anyways, I guess if you want to pick one up, like I said, they're $16 on Amazon, and it's a decent knife. I'm not going to say anything bad about it except for the thumb studs. It's a good knife, especially for the price. Well, that's it on my review for the Kershaw 3/4 ton. You got any questions or comments, concerns, bitches, whatever, just put them down in the comments. All right, Navy Sooner out.